Good evening, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is David Okun and welcome to discuss YouTube. We are talking about YouTube today. We are continuing from where we left a couple of weeks ago, and we are back. We are looking at what YouTube does, how it works, the creators, who are the creators on the YouTube facility, culture, and trends. We are looking at blogs. So if you create something, if you are a scientist, if you are a technician, if you are an adventurer, if you're just a traveler, maybe you like traveling around the world and you enjoy many things, you are a creative person, you like maybe nature, you're a sports person, you are like culture and all sorts of creativity. YouTube is where to be. If you like video, and it's a place where you create videos. The content creator is the sole purpose of YouTube is the product. You produce videos and you share videos, and there are ways of doing this. The YouTube is there for everyone. People who use YouTube, people who are content creators, people who go there to work, people who are actors, people who provide information, news, entertainment. Maybe they are inspirational people, perhaps they provide also entertainment, like I said. So it's a whole host. So normally when you are given an opportunity to do one thing, you are given also resources which YouTube does, and these are online on the platform, on the platform where I work now. And if you are supported, then you use that opportunity as somebody who visits, somebody who works in one way or the other with content creator, you prosper. You get what you want. You come to entertain yourself. You come to do what you want to do. If you comply with what you are allowed to do, then you do well. You prosper. You help people abroad. You do very well. But if you also, there are things YouTube do not allow people to do on YouTube channel, whether you are a user, you are a content creator, whether you are somebody else. If you do not comply with that, you will be breaking the rules, and then you will begin to suffer the consequences. You are punished. The worst form of punishment actually is termination of your channel, and also probably removing you or preventing you from accessing YouTube altogether. And the information is here. I have decided to share this, and going forward I will probably be talking more about YouTube, because if you as a content creator, is important for me to know as much as possible about YouTube as an infrastructure. Leave a comment below if you have an opinion about this situation, and also if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and leave a comment, click the notification bell for more videos, and if you watch the video, share it with family and friends, because every little help. We are small program, we are making progress one step at a time. So let us look at how YouTube works necessarily, and thank you so much. So from time to time, a lot of people, millions of people visit YouTube, and they come to be informed, do many things, be inspired, just to have fun. And then how life is, how do people live, and how do they work. Now if they are content creators, or they just do some other things, they visit the site and also try to find out how YouTube works. Visiting website, this site also, explain what is being done to make sure people who visit work responsibly on the platform. And also this relates to whether you are a creator, content creator, whether you are an artist, or just somebody who rely on YouTube to make sure the community can operate. And like I said elsewhere, and also saying the same thing here, that YouTube is a community, and a community operating within rules. As a community member, you enjoy your life, you undertake the project you come to undertake, but it also provide compliance. But stay tuned, continue watching. Therefore, YouTube provided the commitments to people who visit the community, and one of their commitments is to make YouTube safer for people who use it. Stay tuned, continue watching. So to make sure the communities are safer, YouTube undertakes to remove people who violate rules. And leave a comment below if you know what it means to be removed from a place. For example, a place like a YouTube platform, you can be removed if you put a content which violates rules. These contents are removed by YouTube for violations or policies. And also, one other thing YouTube does is to reduce the spread of harmful misinformation, and also something called bordering material. If there are materials which do not seem to spread harmful misinformation, there are misinformation, and there are harmful misinformation according to YouTube. There are different types of information, and the way it is presented here is as if some misinformation you can get away with. It's for you to find out what information is harmful and what misinformation is harmful, and what misinformation is harmful and which one is not harmful. I don't know, because there's a lack of clarity to the extent that I have seen this information. These are actually preview. As you begin to look at the context of this information, you will become obvious what YouTube is trying to talk about when they talk of harmful misinformation. If you spread harmful misinformation on the platform, YouTube channel undertake to reduce the spread of misinformation which they consider to be harmful. And there are also materials which are borderline in terms of violation of policies. They also look at that. They don't take anything for granted, and one way or the other, they may be inclined to remove your material anyway, even if they seem not to directly spread harmful misinformation on the platform. They also raise up authoritative sources for news and information. So news and information is extremely important. If you are a news formatter or information authority, YouTube undertakes to support you. They raise up, this is the word they use, they raise up authoritative sources of news and information. This is interesting. So YouTube is extremely important. It's a very important infrastructure, including news and information, which are authoritative. Authoritative material, leave a comment below if you know what authoritative material is. You will find that authoritative material has to be evidence-based. So if you are doing things generally, even if it is not news and information, make sure it is as authoritatively backed as possible, because in practice you are working a time bomb. If you are, because see, going forward in the life of YouTube channeling, in terms of their operation, in terms of their functioning, YouTube is trending, not just trending, but it's going to be a cultural platform for everyone to operate. If you don't access YouTube, if you don't access social media in the near or even the distant future, you may be irrelevant. I used to think social media was just for young people, but now I've seen that YouTube is necessarily for everyone in the world. If you are a member of the global community, even if you are a child, even if you are an elderly person, YouTube as a social media is actually here to stay, and it's going to determine how people relate in the future, because that is where we're going. We are actually, you are entering into the age of cyber age, cyber operating world. So the internet and also things like social media is extremely important, not just to YouTube but to everyone. That's why information relating to things like YouTube, because if you find what you may or may not be allowed to do on YouTube channel, most likely in terms of media, in terms of social media in particular, what you find in terms of information on YouTube and the YouTube platform may be the same or similar with Instagram, TikTok, or even Facebook. So pay close attention to one as well as the other. But also in terms of the media and also the internet, rules on the internet regarding you how to use the internet may be similar, but YouTube also are responsible for implementing local laws. Local laws, if you commit fraud, for example, if you maybe do something, this is from the top of my head, comment below if you know what kind of law you might be breaking. And YouTube may take that into consideration how they do that. It's online, and it is so important for you to visit their platform and find out what they are all about. So they also reward trusted creators. Like if you are a content creator on the YouTube platform, YouTube allows you to grow, and when you grow, you access something known as a partnership program. When you actually access a partnership program as a YouTuber, then what happens is that you begin to produce an eligibility to register, so as to also be rewarded for your content in terms of, for example, royalty. So they say they reward trusted creators. If you are not trusted, then forget about it. And trust is also in the eye of the beholder. So if you are already monetized, as always, you can also be demonetized. But so you are rewarded when you actually are trusted. And trusted is more or less about compliance with these rules. So you have to be a master or a mistress of information, and also rules, what you should do, what you can or what you cannot do, especially what you cannot do, because you can be punished severely for violation of rules. This is extremely important. If you are already monetized, if you have millions or even billions of subscribers, or even if you have millions and billions of people watch your videos, YouTube can remove you, can terminate your channel permanently, or in some other way. The detail is on the devil is on the details, as it were. But these are very serious matters, and going forward, one way or the other, somebody somewhere is going to break the rules, and they're going to be removed. They're going to be terminated. I think forever. If you comment below if you think if you're terminated, if your channel is contaminated, terminated from YouTube. Leave a comment below if you think YouTube can still. I haven't seen that bit of information because they have spoken of termination, but I can only interpret that if your channel is terminated, if it is removed permanently, it's going to be removed permanently, and you are not going to be given another chance to come back. So this shows that, in my opinion, going forward, because these rules are very subtle, and sometimes you only need to break it once. Sometimes you only break one rule once. The first time you break rule, it depends how serious the rule is. You only break YouTube rules once. It depends how serious the rule is. You're going to be terminated forever. Gone. It doesn't matter how big your YouTube channel is. You break the rule. It depends how serious the rules you are broken. How serious your conduct breaking the rule. If that happens, you have to be really very, very careful, because YouTube for many people is the primary opportunity for almost everybody, because you can use YouTube to get money or on the channel, but you can also use YouTube to promote yourself, to promote your business. You need to understand this. You are a content creator. You participate in some way on the channel. The channel has the opportunity to promote you as a brand, such that if you write a book, if you are making a movie, if you are producing something, you can use your YouTube channel to create a business online. You can create a website. You can create a website and promote your website and sell product, goods and services online through YouTube. Your fans can become your customers. So the opportunity is great, and if you lose that, you're going to lose your livelihood. Even if you are making millions or even billions through YouTube channel, you can throw it away by violating just one rule, just once. It depends how serious you are really broken, how seriously you are broken the rule. I want people to remember this very well, because YouTube is extremely important, even if you are not a content creator, because sometimes you want information on management, on managing your business. You want information on a cure or some medicine or building project. Maybe you want information on how to build a car, or how to grow wheat, rice, how to do business, how to do export, all sorts of information, all sorts of news. YouTube has never been more important, but also the politics of YouTubing relating to those in power who would want to control YouTube exclusively. YouTube is now a democratic, highly democratic platform, in my opinion, because we have young people, we have people who are not known becoming celebrities. And this is not something, people who are already in power will not be very interested. They will do everything to influence the government, to toughen rules on YouTube. And the rules already existing on the platform is tough enough. And if the government going forward begin to put pressure on YouTube infrastructure to implement tougher policy, probably in the next 5 to 10 years, less and less people will be accessing YouTube. And this is a reality, and it is sad, but that is how life is. If you're a small person, unless if you are lucky enough to become maybe a multimillionaire or a multi-billionaire through YouTube, maybe you get a lot of money through YouTube, or from YouTube. Like I said, maybe you become a TV channel. Maybe you become from becoming a very, very small YouTube content creator, you can grow into a multi-billion business platform online. Who knows? If you have that money, you can buy experts to support you on the channel. But if you cannot buy experts, if you remain small, maybe you don't even have any money, you are on the YouTube, you may be prevented from participating, including being a content creator, which content creating is now opening opportunities around the world for people who would have otherwise been excluded from world resources are now accessing resources around the world. YouTube is changing lives, providing healing, people with ideas about different things, maybe complementary medicine, things like occupational therapy, how to build your own home, how to even educate yourself on using YouTube channel, how to build your own car or your own form of transport. You can actually be an inventor, in your garage, in your garden. You can actually do extraordinary things, because we live in an age of information. Information is power, and YouTube is a very powerful tool, and those in authority are very keen to make sure they manage it. It's not out of control. So the more you know about what you can do as a source of results, and also what you are not allowed to do as a point of precaution, is extremely important. That is why I think this video is extremely important. If you are lucky enough to watch it, leave a comment below, subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, click notification bell, click like, and if you leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are. If you watch, don't watch it alone, don't enjoy it alone, share with family and friends. Thank you so much. Continue watching. So we continue to look at YouTube's commitments to managing harmful content, curbing extremist contents. Sometimes there are people who visit YouTube, they are actually intent on producing harmful content, and it is up to us all who are participants on this platform to identify what might or might not be harmful content, and also therefore YouTube also keeping an eye to make sure things are working well. There are people also who may be extremists, and if you comment below, let me know what extremism is. What is extremism? These are some of the specific. These relate to YouTube's commitments, and YouTube provide a commitment. They provide products, and these products are features in one way or another, and also there are settings for users. These are some of their infrastructures. There are rules and policies. Therefore, they look at how YouTube is making progress. These are some of the timeline you can pay attention to. So in terms of commitment, let's start with commitment. Young people and including youth normally access YouTube, to use YouTube, and their safety is of paramount importance to YouTube operators who manage this program. So they foster youth safety and that, and we use a lot of data, and we put our data, and these are to be protected. And if you use your data, and if you actually you access YouTube and your data is on the platform, they are protected, which is, I suppose, a very good thing. And find out to the extent or in what way these facilities are provided. And there are some people participating also who might show bias. And in life you need fairness, you need justice, you need balance. So the YouTube undertake by way of commitment to prevent bias. And also there are people who do not understand the meaning of peace. They are full of hatred. Leave a comment below if you know what hatred is. And in terms of operating or accessing to participate on YouTube, if you practice hatred, what exactly do you do? So YouTube stands up to hate. They don't like hate at all, and I think it's a very sensible thing. And it's like I said, if you do one thing or another, you can generate revenue. You can actually also make money, and also YouTube also make money. So they share this revenue, and I like the idea of sharing. Sharing is caring, and this is a format, very new age, and it's very contemporary, and I like that. It's typical of social media. Sharing revenue is a sensible thing. It is a very kind thing to do, and YouTube provide the opportunity to share revenues, which is what I like. So you have the problem of copyright, and if you are a content creator, if you are a user of one way, if you are an artist, the issue of copyright comes naturally, and safeguarding copyright is extremely important to YouTube infrastructure. And a lot of people who, for one reason or another, produces misinformation on the platform, YouTube is not often happy about people who produce misinformation intentionally, or actually recklessly, or inadvertently. If I say inadvertence, it means they were going about their businesses and they didn't want to cause trouble to anybody. They wanted to express themselves. They wanted to undertake to really exploit the opportunity to access their estate. I mean, their space to actually engage in freedom of expression, which is what we like. What YouTube is all about. It's about telling your story. It's about finding a voice. It's about taking viewers, taking individual. You sit in your room, you can go around the world by watching YouTube, and you expect also to be listened to. It's about freedom. You get to be listened to. You tell a story. You produce your content, and you undertake to experience life in a new way. This is what YouTube is about, and yet there is also problem to do with people who may abuse the opportunity to access this space, providing freedom of expression. So YouTube fight misinformation. That is what they do. That is their commitment, is to fight misinformation. Leave comment below if you know what misinformation is. Misinformation is the opposite of information. If there is information, you act contrary to information, you are providing misinformation. And we are talking about political integrity as well. Leave a comment below, let me know what political integrity. When you talk about integrity, it means you are somebody who can be trusted, and also who can be valued, who can be of use. So politics is important in modern society. Political integrity means as an entity, there should be trust, there should be respect, there should be some sense of valuing, some sense of robustness of functioning. So they support political integrity. If you are somebody of integrity, if you are a politician, if you are actually a commentator, if you operate with integrity, leave a comment below if you know what integrity is. They support political integrity. And also, like I said, the data usage is so important for users and you to protect this. And these copyright issues, you will have known the problem associated with copyright. So they safeguard copyright. So if you are interested, let me know what you understand by the meaning, what it means to safeguard something. You protect it, and you manage it, you support it, copyright infrastructure system, and this also digital well-being, which is promoted in terms of YouTube committing to providing service, providing opportunity on this platform. We are also talking about, let us talk in fair details about, let us look at product features like we did in the past. And we are looking at, if you go to YouTube, you do searches. So there is something called YouTube search, which is the product features, which is something you can pay attention to in terms of expectation. And also there are tools which people accessing the platform can use in order to help them find content that they always love, they enjoy. If you access YouTube and you search content, there are tools you can use by way of provision. These are product features, and YouTube can also recommend videos. And leave a comment below if you understand anything about recommended videos. And there are contents which YouTube can choose for one reason or another, and because they always monitor how viewers behave, I mean what you watch, what you don't watch. And then every time YouTube sees somebody like you, or they see you also necessarily, they will recommend a video for you. So somehow that video recommended to you will be available, will be visible. And if your content creator is a paradise world, if YouTube tends to recommend your videos to people who are looking for contents, and it's a good thing. And leave a comment below if you know a thing or two about YouTube recommending videos. This is what some of the things you find which are really of interest, product features over YouTube. Then you got also news and information, and how YouTube provide context for how your search habits, your search results and videos. These are actually providing news and information in terms of, if you are looking for news and information, context of your search results and the videos, or you normally look for, help you to align news and information in your favor. In terms of also health information, context for health queries, if you have a headache, if you have a COVID-19. So your behavior in one way or the other provide context to your search, in relation to health information. This is also a type of product features in terms of YouTube infrastructuring. Monetization for creators is another kind of thing. If you are a content creator like myself, sometimes you can be monetized if you grow your channel. I am not yet monetized because I am still a small content creator. If you subscribe to my YouTube channel, if you watch my videos, if you like, if you click notification bell, if you participate more because you like the content I create, that's why I am so interested in hearing what you want to know in terms of the content, whether you like it or you don't like it is so important. It helps to grow a channel, and once you have grown, then the question of monetization occurs. So you can earn some money on YouTube in terms of royalties or things like that. So we talk about live streaming in terms of live chat and also premiering. For you can reach your community in real time with live and premieres like it is. And these are some really exciting products as they feature on YouTube infrastructure, YouTube platform. And thank you so much. Stay tuned, continue watching, and I'm so happy that you came. And let us look at user settings. Stay tuned. Privacy controls. So privacy is so important because advertising settings, parental control, autoplay. These are all user settings, and how these privacy control are actually functioning to protect your information, and what you can do to control your privacy, and also how advertising works, and how to customize your advertising experience. These are advertising settings, parental controls in relation to family-friendly experience, autoplay, how it works, and how to turn it on and off. And thank you so much. There is also rules and policies which the review as policy systems, and these are actually there to keep the platform safe. Like I said, rules keep the platform safe. And you also have guidelines, community guidelines, like I said, which is defined and what you do and what you don't allow, what YouTube don't allow you to do. These are community guidelines because YouTube is about community. You have also rules on copyright, which is something you have already seen to help creators responsibly manage their content. And monetization policies, these are actually rules and policies in terms of resources, so our creators can monetize their content as part of YouTube partnership program. Like I said, so legal removals. Talk about legal removal. Leave a comment below if you know anything about legal removal. How actually YouTube approach content that violates local laws. So then you can post contents which can violate local laws. Local laws is laws in which country YouTube operate. But I would also say, because it appears to me that YouTube is a global system. And when you talk about local laws, probably the law where YouTube is functioning in your respective country. So pay attention to national laws, for example, central within the central and the local system of authorities. And they also monitor they look at progress in terms of how they manage the platform, for example, progress on harmful content, and how they are enforcing their policies on harmful content by the numbers, that is statistically speaking, and therefore how they are impacting on different people, on different things, creative entrepreneurship, and how these are transforming the lives and the communities of everyone. Stay tuned, continue watching. So, continuing, you will discover about products and policies, and you will also find that when you visit YouTube platform, YouTube tries its best to make sure you have the best possible experience. And also, as long as you are on the YouTube platform, you are warmly welcome. And the expectation of YouTube is to make sure you have the best possible experience, and their product, therefore, and policies help you to have this experience to the best of your ability. So their products actually help you find what you're looking for, and also stay in control of what you see. YouTube, like I said, it's about video, and more or likely than not, you will use your eyes because that's the meaning of video. It's visual. It has to do with your eye, what you see. So visual content is what you use your eyes to see it. I mean, maybe some people can touch it, maybe they can smell it, maybe they can taste it, but I think in terms of the senses, you use your eyes. So your eyes are there to see. So you are in control of what you see. That is what YouTube system are providing by providing their products. That's what their products enables you to achieve the best experience possible. And if you're looking for something, YouTube will help you find what you are looking for, and also allow you to stay in full control of what you see. Controlling what you see may also mean you watch the videos as long as you can and as much as you like. If you don't want to watch a video, then probably you stop. So having control, different from the law, if you're in control of a situation, what does it mean? So to break it down a little bit so that people tend to understand what YouTube is trying to get at, because they'll talk about products and policy, which is really extremely important to them, and also to us. Product and policy is indeed very, very important, and therefore also the policies also explain. You talk about products, which is what, if you're looking for something like a video or whatever you're looking for, that's really video. If you're looking for something, they help you find what you're looking for, and so help you stay in control of what you see. And that is their product. Their policy, on the other hand, explain what you can do and what you cannot do while you are on YouTube, on the YouTube platform. Well, the moment you are on the YouTube platform, there are policies which explains. It's so important that you understand what policy on YouTube is for explaining what you can do and what you are not allowed to do. There are things you are allowed to do, there are things you are not allowed to do, and while you are there, if you are not on the platform, you can do whatever you like in theory, because there are also local laws. If you, I don't know how it works in practice in relation to YouTube, but I would like to think that you can get into trouble as well if you commit a crime. So you can always do these things. So everyone plays by the same rule, they say. So there is a sense of equity, and nobody is too small or too big. You are not too important or less important. If you are on the platform, every little else, so you can always read on to find how the products and policies works. You talk about products and policies, leave a comment below what you think about the product of YouTube, which, as we have already discussed, in terms of product features, is the clue to what product. The primary product, as I already said, is the video, because YouTube is for sharing videos, and you go there, there are videos in terms of other different types of contents, maybe news, information, maybe music, other works of art. If you're a painter and you take a video of your painting, of your cookery, lifestyle, as you're a content creator, stay tuned and continue watching. So let us now look at YouTube's commitments in fair details. You are actually, there are so many people coming to YouTube platform. The YouTube platform attracts so many people. Actually, it's a home to so many types of content. You are a user, if you are going there for one reason or another, there are always content, and there has to be means of actually filtering information. Information needs to be filtered. You have to make sure only good content are kept on the platform. Content which are actually harmful should be managed, and YouTube can explain how they get about doing that, managing harmful content. And YouTube is open, it's a video open video platform, where anyone can upload and share the video with the world. I mean, if you're accessing YouTube and you are going onto a space which is open, it is an open video platform, and anyone going there can explain and can upload a video and share such video with the world. And with the openness given by YouTube, which is actually an incredible opportunity, and there are also challenges which accompany this incredible opportunity. With the openness and also the opportunity, also it comes challenges, which is why YouTube is always working to balance creative expression, like in freedom of expression. For example, talk about creative expression with the responsibility to protect the community from harmful content. So they take responsibility to protect the community from harmful content, and also supporting the capacity for individuals or groups to create to express themselves in a creative way, and striking the balance between expressive creativity and also responsible conducting, thereby protecting the community from harmful content. Harmful content is the Achilles heel of this process, and YouTube, in its commitment, set out to manage, to take responsibility, to protect the community from this harmful content. So at the heart of their approach, for us remove content that violates the policies as quickly as possible. Now, if you post a video, content, or any other type of content or aspect of any content on the YouTube platform, YouTube takes steps, rapid steps to remove harmful content as soon as possible. So the removal is really extremely important in relation to videos which produces harmful content and policies which content which violates YouTube policies. These are removed as quickly as possible. There is also a reduction of the spread of harmful misinformation, which often brushes up against the policy lines, and also raising up the authoritative sources when people are looking for news and information, and also rewarding trusted and eligible creators and artists. When you talk about creators and artists and eligibility in terms of reward, you're talking about maybe things like monetization. And if you are an artist, if you are a content creator, if you are eligible, if you meet the criteria for the partnership programming, and also the reward coming with the partnership program membership, then you are good to go. Then you are counted trustworthy, and that is why sometimes artists and content creators who violate rules are removed, by their contents being removed, and sometimes by their channels and their platforms also being withdrawn or terminated, I think permanently. Leave a comment below if you know, because I'm not sure. I haven't seen anywhere where they say explicitly that termination, but the word termination is actually, so imagine if you are terminally ill, it means if you die, you're going to die forever. People don't come back from the dead. So if YouTube talk of terminating your platform, your channel, for example, your YouTube channel, if it is terminated, it means it is already dead forever. And if you die once and for all. It means I'm just trying to emphasize the seriousness of breaking YouTube rule, and with these rules, lives can be damaged severely, because sometimes, a lot of the time, people invest everything, their livelihood, their life depends on YouTube channel, because it's a matter of life and death to some people, to increasingly the majority of people who are content creators. And it is important, if you are a content creator, if you depend on YouTube, to pay attention to this video. It could be you are suffering from cancer, and you're looking for a cure for your cancer on YouTube, and you cannot access it for some reason because you have been violating the rule of the policy. You talk about harmful content, and only goodness knows what harmful content might look like. And if some people who are, so many people who are producing content are removed, if you are also somebody who normally depend on such content, maybe for some legitimate reason, maybe information on health is construed to be misleading, to be presented wrongly, even if it works, even if it cures, if you present it in a bad way, then YouTube can actually take the liberty to remove it. Leave a comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are in terms of these happenings, and therefore it's really important, one way or the other, to pay attention. Let us, when YouTube talk of removing harmful content, what they are talking about is they're taking responsibility by way of commitment, and as in committing by taking responsibility, and which begins with the community guidelines, the genesis of YouTube's commitment in terms of their responsibility to remove harmful content. Begin with the community guidelines. Therefore, if you are to begin your journey as a participant on YouTube channel, if you are to begin your journey in understanding how YouTube remove harmful content, potentially also understanding the community guidelines, in my opinion, to help content creators avoid the pitfalls of producing harmful content, or in the first instance, thereby solving problems for themselves and also for YouTube administrators who take it as their commitment and taking responsibility and provide it at a certain point to look at community guidelines and also, you know, to establish it as an authority on managing harmful content by way of removal. So in terms of removal, that is what happens. Then these policies are designed to ensure that the community stays protected. We talk about protection. The basis of the policy is to operate and also to implement YouTube's commitment is about protection. It's about the community, and that is how it's designed. That is why it is important to them, and also I presume should be important to people who access these platforms, and so they check out what's allowed and not allowed on YouTube, and apply to all types of content on the platform, including videos, including comments, likes, links, and thumbnails. If you post videos, if you make comments, if you share links, and also produce thumbnails, if you do these things, you are producing content, and if they are harmful, if they are violatory, if they are violating of community guidelines, then they fall foul, and then they produce consequences which can be detrimental to content creators and also to other users, because what goes around comes around. If your favorite content creator or artist is removed or terminated, then you suffer the consequence of not getting what you normally get to enjoy. So leave a comment below if you're watching this video, and let me know what you think. There are also, their policy also covers areas such as hate crime, which we have actually reviewed. You talk about hate crime, hate speech. Talk about hate speech. These are increasingly, these are areas of concern almost everywhere you go now. you find concerned about the hate speech, but you know, if you're a small man or woman operating on YouTube, this can be a very serious matter. And maybe if you're a Donald Trump, even if you produce hate speech, and people know this is a hate speech, sometimes you get away with, because you are an ex-president of America, you are a multi-billionaire, maybe also you are a presidential candidate, and goodness knows, I mean, if you have a lawyer, if you have a consultant, an advisor, maybe you can do almost what you like and get away with it, because you know how to avoid, you know, being trapped. Even if you are talking suggestive, even if you are borderline sometimes, maybe you get away, maybe you don't. Leave a comment below if you think you might get away with hate speech, with harassment, with child safety violation, and violent extremism. You talk about child safety and violent extremism. These policies cover child safety and also violent extremism and many others, not just what is listed here. So we are really in a good place, you know, providing enlightenment. We talk about removal, you know, what we talk about, we talk about we talk about you know, removal. You talk about management of harmful content by removal. So we are good to go. We are looking at what removal looks like. So the policies, every one of their policy is developed in partnership with a wide range of external industry and policy experts, as well as YouTube creators, and these systematically review their policies to make sure that they are current. So the currency of YouTube policy is extremely important to them, and they are also working in every element of their policy infrastructure or objectives. In every element of their policies developed in partnership with a wide range of external industry. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. I think they are really serious and well integrated. They work with different industry, external industry, wide range of external industry, and policy experts. Leave a comment below if you know anyone or what it means to be a policy expert in terms of social media, YouTube in particular. And if you know a policy expert of your own, then you are good to go, because they use policy expert. They use a wide range of external industry and policy experts. Talk about industry is you talk about corporation probably, as well as YouTube creators. YouTube creators, people who create YouTube as opposed to content. It can be confused from YouTube content creators, but people who create YouTube, leave a comment below if you know who created YouTube. They must be really special people. I don't know what kind of people they are like. They are definitely humans. No suggesting that they could be aliens, because YouTube is extraordinary. Social media like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, these are extraordinary phenomenon. And think about somebody who creates YouTube, people who create YouTube, and YouTube, they are systematically review their policies. Look at reviews, what works, what doesn't work, what is new, what is obsolete, how to upgrade. This is what review might look like in terms of policy review in YouTube. Leave a comment below if you know something specific. This is what they say, and so far so good. So their purpose is to make sure the policy are current, they are up to date, like I said, what works, what doesn't work, yeah, in the general understanding of what the view is. If something worked and why did it work and why did it not work, and they do this kind of thing with experts, with people within and without the industry, individuals and the corporate, including people who create YouTube. How do you create YouTube? The comment below. So examples would include the major updates to their eight speech and harassment policies, which was set in 2019. So we'll talk about updates, and if it is still relevant, if it is still consistent with maybe other wider policies, government policies on hate crime. So talk about hate speech and harassment policies in 2019. The rollout of their 2020 policy to address harmful conspiracy theory content. So they keep updating as policies, as issues arises in terms of content. So you talk about harmful conspiracy theory content. So if you like raising conspiracy theory, make sure it is harmful. Make sure it is not harmful. And if it is harmful, perhaps you have to really assess. If it's, to my mind, to the extent that maybe there is a supporting of freedom of speech, and with policies like this, anything resembling conspiracy theory. You talk about conspiracy theory. These are actually making suggestion or even assertion without evidence. We are going to be conspiracy theory. But if you think that there is a conspiracy somewhere, provide evidence for that. If you are not sure, then generally avoid controversial statements or even subjects. If you want to, if you are in power, if you're Donald Trump, maybe if you're somebody important with money, you have experts advising you on what to say on social media and still stay on social media. Donald Trump was removed from Twitter before Elon Musk bought Twitter. And now they are best friends. Twitter and Elon Musk are now best friends. I think Twitter with Donald Trump, is now home from home, because Elon Musk is really, they love each other. I think they are probably friends. But if you are a normal YouTuber, a small YouTuber, and harmful conspiracy theory is associated with your name, and you're producing content with harmful conspiracy theory, then YouTube will pay close attention to what you're doing. They have specific policy, which is a rollout of their policy in 2020, policy to address harmful conspiracy theory content. Also their policy on COVID-19 medical misinformation policy. So I can attest to COVID-19 is being taken extremely seriously by social media, because there's a type of notoriety coming with medical misinformation. You comment below what you think about medical misinformation in relation to COVID-19, which is COVID-19 will always be controversy. And wherever you look at, things like PPE, government giving billions and trillions of to private companies who waste the money. So where did COVID-19 come from? Does it exist? We talk about misinformation. So they have misinformation policy to address this kind of problem, which this policy has evolved throughout the course of the pandemic. So it is the pandemic addressing a problem addressing policy. With a pandemic, we all know came from one place or another. To this day, to be fair, nobody knows what the pandemic is. I am going to stop this video here, and I thank you so much for coming, and subscribe to this YouTube channel if you haven't subscribed. I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye. So let's